And once again, coming to you live from an undisclosed location deep in the heart of American flyover country. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Good to be back in the brand new official Christian whistleblower podcast, Excellent Central. We actually have sold what used to be the NCK Christian Whistleblower original bunker, original studio. No doubt it will one day be a national landmark, but today it's just the former NCK Christian Whistleblower studio complex in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. And here we are, deep in the heart of flyover country at a still undisclosed location. Nice to have you here with us today. A lot to go on back at home, back ready to get to work full time and to help rid the world of unsophistication. That's what we're here for. And I want to talk to you today about something. It is the end of an era, says Tracy Dyer. It sort of is the end of an era. It sort of is sad, but like all things, we change and we grow and we move on. So I want to talk to you today about an interesting anthropological study that I came across. And this is something that we all know. This is something that we all understand intuitively. But until now, I have not seen such a great anthropological presentation of it. And speaking of great, when I got home today, what was waiting for me in my mailbox but my Mystic master band, ladies and gentlemen. This is the master band for all. It has all the Sophigios. It has all the chakras. It's just a great, and go to the website, go to my website, jeffreydaugherty.com. Put in, when you go to jeffreydaugherty.com, you'll see up in the right-hand corner, the Mystic button. Click on that. Look at the master band. It's amazing. I was I had maybe 2 hours of sleep last night. Was really hitting the wall. Came home, got the master band, put it on, and boom, ready to rock and roll. Won't make you more spiritual, but will put you into a place where you can be more spiritual. I don't know if it's the master band or if it is the high frequency fluffy field that I am in right now. The focused life force energy field, which I now sit in upon, is at least 700, but they've got me, because I'm special, a 850 field set up. So it's good stuff. Glad to be here, ready to serve you. So let me show you something, ladies and gentlemen, that I found very fascinating. And you do get a free trial on Fluffy, and you get for 2 weeks, and you get 20% off your Mystic. So go and take advantage of those things today. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We all know this happens, but we didn't know that there was a great anthropological discussion and great anthropological proof of why this happens. This is from Live Science. And it says that when ancient societies hit 1 million people, that it led to the appearance of vengeful gods, such as the God of Ezekiel 25:17. For we know him who said, I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears from exacting anthropological studies, and you'll see this is a very, very wide study. It's not a very small test group at all, that once societies hit 1 million people, that's when the emergence of vengeful gods tends to take place. The God of the Old Testament is wrathful, and he's not alone, says this article, and it was written by Charles Q. Choi, the Live Science contributor, dated March 20, 2019. He is emblematic of supernatural forces that play a central role in many modern societies and many modern religions. But the question is somewhat like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, ladies and gentlemen? The complex social society or the belief in a punishing God? Well, according to this new study, the formation of a complex society has almost always predated beliefs in such gods that are vengeful and punishing. And these gods are invented to unite people under a common higher power. Now, many ancient societies used gods to explain supernatural forces, gods of thunder, gods of rain. But once a society starts to reach the million member mark, they then start to incorporate these almighty, judgmental, wrathful gods, going all the way back to the sun god Ra, who judged the people based upon what they called Mot, or what is right. That's a source to the world's top religions. Past work suggested that this idea of cosmic enforcement of morality was associated with social complexity. But now researchers have nailed it down that across geographies, ladies and gentlemen, across cultures, across race, across all types of boundaries, the detailed information now shows that once societies come to about 1 million people, that's when these gods spring up. And this isn't something that was just done in a vacuum. These scientists studied 414 societies over 10,000 years from 30 regions across the globe. 51 measures of social complexity, such as what was the largest settlement? Was there a formal legal code? What did they think about the supernatural in general? And that these researchers found, objective researchers, nothing to prove, found that moralizing gods follow increases in social complexity, generally appearing after the emergence of civilizations with populations of more than 1 million people. How amazing is that, ladies and gentlemen? And the researcher goes on to say it was striking how consistent it was. It consistently emerges at the 1 million person level. First, you get big societies, then you get big, bad, mean, nasty, surly gods. He didn't say all those adjectives. I threw a few in there, but you get my point. Summing it up, he says that the research suggests that religion plays a functional role throughout world history, helping stabilize societies and to get people to cooperate overall. Wow. Once you get to the sizes of 1 million people, you see all-powerful supernatural persons watching and keeping things under control. Now, they add that we're not saying anything about the value of religion. We're not saying it's good or bad. We're just detailing its consistent use, ubiquitous across world history. Now, once you get to 1 million people, you get the big, bad, mean, ugly, nasty, powerful gods. Ladies and gentlemen, once we get to about 1 million people, they begin to see you when you're sleeping. Once we get to about 1 million people, they begin to know when you're awake. They know when you've been bad or good. So you better be good for goodness sake. They are making a list. They're checking it twice. They're going to find out who's naughty and nice. Once you get to 1 million people, big God, all-powerful God, supernatural God, this guy behind me ready to throw a lightning bolt at you. He's on his way, cousins. Isn't that interesting? As soon as people get to the place where they're not easily controlled, well, then it's time to bring in a controlling God that we can scare everybody with, and an accompanying religion of this scary God that we can control everybody with. I find it fascinating. I find it informative. And I like it when I can find empirical evidence of things that we know, of things that we teach, of things that we believe, of things that are observable. But when you can see it, it really makes a difference, because we're not just dreaming things up. We're not just smoking strange stuff. We're actually seeing tangible physical evidence of our spiritual knowledge, and convictions. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. We need to have convictions. We need to have beliefs. And in as much as is possible, we should try to have verifiable, rational, and provable bases for said beliefs. And cousins, if you're a Christian, if you're a Jew, if you're a Muslim, things ought to be getting a little bit tight right now, because I want you to know the noose is tightening. And the Abrahamic religions are all about to be hung high, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while since I've been able to do this, so I will jump into the chat room real quickly and see what people are saying. Lots of hellos, and thank you so much for all of those. Tracy Cooper Ryder just went to the website. I wonder if he or she, because I can't tell the spelling, went and checked out the Mistech link or the FLFE link to enhance the spiritual environment in which they are trying to grow. A Jeffrey Daugherty museum is most likely. Hello, Jeffrey. This is the day of my birth. Happy birthday, Tiffany. Very nice to see you, and we hope that we can continue to be a part of your life. Jamie Smedley says she loves Fluffy. I did come back inland. We've got some great stuff going on. Let's see. You're welcome. Sobering idea. Did God create man or did man create God? Wow. That's a great question. That is a great question. You know, Jeff, the Truther Group is around 1 million now. Would you think that's why there's the end of days parody fear mongering coming out so strong now? Jamie Smedley, that's fascinating. Did you hear what she said, ladies and gentlemen? Of course you didn't. She didn't say it. But did you read it? Jamie is postulating that with the community of truthers around 1 million right now, and I would tend to agree with that estimation, is this why we're seeing the rise of the gloom and doom? You're either with us or you're against us. This is the way it is, or you got to take your ball and go home. Fear mongering among the quote unquote truther community. Think of these people. If you don't believe in flat earth, you don't believe in any truth. If you don't believe in Planet X, you don't believe in any truth. If you don't believe in Nibiru, you don't believe in any truth. If you don't believe in stellar cores and solar flares and coronal ejections and all that other stuff, then you can't play in our game. Is this approachment or us exceeding the 1 million man, and I use that term loosely because we have women obviously as well, is that the cause of all this our way or the highway? You got to be right or you're wrong. Fascinating, Jamie. Fascinating. I really like that. Like the 100th monkey, only it's the 100th stupid monkey. There's the 100th monkeys that have their eyes open. There's the 100th monkeys that have their ears open. There's the 100th monkeys that are willing to speak the truth. And there's the other 100th monkeys that are like this. Which one are you going to be? Wow. Excellent. The Naked Ape book mentioned. I'm not knowing, not believing. I'll believe it when it hits. I'm with you. Rule number 1, written in the Egyptian times, the skies told them. A lot of the commercials are down with the truth. Interesting. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you back. We're going to get into our full schedule of podcast excellence once again tonight. I got to remember to set an alarm because at 9 p.m. Central, we'll be on with Scotty Roberts for the beloved Consequential Rapscallion. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've always known this. Now we know why, and we can see that it is an observable cultural phenomenon. So let's continue to ask questions. Let's continue to guide our own spirits. Let's continue to master our own ascensions. Let's continue to be our own gurus, because after all, please share this video. Please like this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Keep your eye on me. I'm dangerous if you don't like me. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything if you do. And ladies and gentlemen, we are the last generation of real humans and the next generation of new gods. It's time for us And it's time for you to unindoctrinate yourself.